Hey everyone, I'm back with finally the Errant backpack from Boundary Supply. After a very difficult and long delayed Kickstarter, I finally have the bag in my hands. So here's the bag. I have it packed out just because I wanted to go through that process and basically confirm what my suspicions were. So get a good look at the bag. I'll flip it to the bottom so you can kind of see the shape of the bag. It's not a square design. It's almost oval, and it tapers in on the sides. And I'm going to kind of highlight the amount of space that the laptop compartment takes. So you're looking at about right there where I'm kind of drawing that imaginary line. So you have about that much volume left in the bag, minus a little bit more from the front and a little bit more from the sides if you actually want to use the side access pocket or the water bottle pocket. So you're basically left with like about that much room on the inside of the bag just because of the way it's designed. It's got so many pockets in there, which is going to probably mislead some people who weren't paying that close attention. But if you actually try to fill out everything and use all these pockets to their capacity, you're basically going to fill out this bag before you actually try to use the main volume. It's got so many pockets, but it doesn't give a spot for any of that stuff to go. So I'm going to open it from the front, so you can kind of see what to expect from the main volume of the bag. I'm going to lift this up so you can kind of see. All I have in the main volume right now is the keyboard. The keyboard and this little port kit, it's a separate attachment that comes with the bag. I couldn't just buy this, unfortunately. It came with this little toiletry pouch, which I don't care about. All I wanted was the port kit because it's made out of the same X-PAC fiber as the X-PAC fabric as the exterior of the bag. But look at the inside of it. That's what you're working with. So imagine trying to reach for something at the bottom of the bag like this. I can barely get my hand in there. Seriously, all I have is my keyboard and this little port kit. Okay? Let's open. There's another way into the bag, and that is through the laptop compartment. So I'm going to open that up all the way. I'm going to kind of hold that sideways so you can see the amount of space that the laptop compartment takes up. You see that? It's pretty fat. It's pretty chunky. It's well designed. I have a 15-inch. This is a HP Workbook Elite. Standard issue work laptop. Nothing amazing about it. There is some drama from the Kickstarter because they suddenly, towards the end of the campaign, said, oh yeah, by the way, it's not going to fit a 17-inch like we've been saying all along. So that became a problem for a lot of people. Fortunately for me, I don't have a 17-inch, but it was kind of bogus that they did that to everybody. One of the many miscommunications given by Boundary. So 15-inch, I tried to stack this out in a way that takes up the least amount of space possible. So I have my charger here laid out flat, with the cords here laid out flat, and I have my notebook packed in here in a way to make this as limited, to take up as little room as possible, because I could already feel the bag struggling. This has the nice nylon mesh that I really like. I really like this mesh material. It stretches a lot, but it holds its shape when you're not using it. I really like it. In here I have my Arc mouse from Microsoft. It's my go-to. I love that thing. Oh, I'm sorry. I also have my sweater in here. I wanted to just throw that in here because this is everything I could fit into this bag comfortably. And you're going to see how little that actually is. So that's all I have, my sweater. It's a thermal shirt, long sleeve shirt, not even a sweater. And my keyboard. You want to look in there? Can you kind of tell? This is the amount of space you got left. It's about something like that. Of the whole bag, after you use the side pockets, that's all you got left. I knew that going in, so it's kind of my fault. I already have a limited carry EDC backpack, and that is my North Face Access 22 liter. This is a 24 liter, so it's pretty limited. But my biggest problem with this is just access to the compartments in the bag. I don't like that I have to open it up this way to get into the stuff at the bottom, or even into these side pockets if I have anything packed in there, which, like everything in this bag, is going to be give and take because there's so much overlap and there's no volume for anything to expand outwards. You're going to have to make a decision. If you want to use a water bottle pocket, you can't use this inside pocket. If you pack out your side access pocket, if you pack this out, you're not gonna be able to use this internal pocket. If you pack out this throw pocket back here, this is a very thin pocket. It's pressed up against this other side here. So if you want to use the port kit, don't pack this out because one of these is going to push up against the other, and you're basically gonna close shut the main entrance of the bag. To compound to that, there is another pocket in front here, a nice nylon pocket. I just have my earbuds and my wireless, excuse me, my Jaybirds. But guess where that volume expands into? It's going into the bag, so there's even more stuff pushing into the bag. So yeah, I knew that going in. I knew all of this going in, and it still kind of bothered me. The bag is well made. The X-PAC material was worth it just to feel it and to hear it. This is the same fabric that's used in both sails, so it's very rip-proof. It's very water-resistant, and it's just very durable. This Hypalon is the same material they use in their Prima System backpack, but this actually feels a lot nicer. It feels smoother to the touch. I could already tell that this is not going to catch dirt the way the other one did. That other one it just felt, you can just feel the creases and you can just tell that stuff was just going to get all up in there. This feels more smooth. So I'm pretty, if I were to use this long term, I'm pretty sure this was going to wear just fine. Materials and craftsmanship are really, really good. It's just unfortunately they lean more towards the form over function of the bag. They wanted to keep the externals super clean looking, but also give you a buttload of pockets on the inside. But one of those contradict the other. You gotta give these pockets a space to go. I should be able to fill all this out and still fit my hand in here to get to the main access, and I just can't do that anymore. Like I would have to take this out to go get my sweater down at the bottom, or I would have to imagine doing this outside. Like if I were to park my bike, now I wanted to get inside and like, I don't know, get something, I would have to lay this down. Hopefully the floor is not going to be wet, and then open all this up just to get something like from down here that I can't access from up here because of the way it's laid out. And then another contradictory thing is this little port kit. So this is actually smart design because you can put all your little dongles in here and it's not going to fall to the bottom, which is why I wanted to get this, because I knew I had little doodads that I wanted to pack into the bag, and I thought this was a smart design. I was like, well, it's going to keep everything off of the floor now, so I have more room in the bottom to pack all of my stuff. Well, it didn't work out that way because they designed this bag with such a small opening that if you do want to use the port kit, you're kind of going to screw yourself into the main entrance of the bag, because it is much easier to get into the bag without that thing. Now look at how nice and big this is now. But now I lost that bit of organization. And on this side, you can kind of see this is the back of this pocket right here. These are very comfortable. I did put it on after I packed it out. These are very, very comfortable. You can still see the same X-PAC fabric here on the outside. They did ditch the awful material from the Prima System. If you remember, if you saw my review for that, you know how difficult it was for me to close and to tighten and loosen this part. Look at how smooth and easy that is for me now. Like I had to put my back into it for the Prima System, but look at this. Nice seatbelt material. Every bag should just do this from now on, man. Look at how smooth and easy that is. Very nice. So thank you, Boundary Supply. So side access pocket. This is an okay pocket. It's going to be hard to use every single day. I just packed in some stuff in here. Just, pen holder. Just my, antibacterial stuff. It's got the main big pocket. It goes all the way up here. But there's nothing, you can't put anything up here. Everything's just going to fall to the bottom. There's no little separate mesh compartment up here that can keep everything from just falling to the bottom. I don't really like that too much, but it makes it easier for your hand to get in there and get your stuff. But there's basically nothing in the top half of this pocket. Everything is just stuff to the bottom. So you have this is one big pocket, and then you have a smaller compartment here. It's kind of hard to tell, but that's what it is. Compartment here, another smaller one here, and then two pen loops. And then it's got a little magnetic dealie here, kind of like their Prima backpack, for like a key thing. But that's about it for that. It does have a pass-through in case you have like a battery bank. You can slide that cable through. They did say there was going to be a nylon compartment in here, nylon lined compartments, maybe for like a phone. But like many things that are communicated, that turned out to be false. So it's all just nylon material here. Nice color. I really like this color, by the way. It's a nice contrast with the X-PAC laminate, or the X-PAC fabric outside, and then the nice gold mustard color on the inside. YKK zippers throughout, Storm Guard or Aqua Guard, all in the zippers. Everything. All the hardware seems really good, by the way. But unfortunately, I already have a limited carry everyday backpack, and I prefer that one over this one. That one has easier access for me. This one is just, it's too many steps to get to where my stuff is in the bottom. This is gonna fool you. You're gonna see this and you're gonna see all these pockets and you're gonna say, man, I'm gonna fit so much stuff in here, but you're not. There's no space outwards for this volume to go. So every single side access pocket or every little thing that you try to use on this, that's space that you're stealing from the main volume. Look at here. Can you see that? This is where I have my headphones in the front, that little pocket here. Look at how much space that's taking up. How great would it have been if that just expanded outwards? Like, why? You can make a clean aesthetic with pockets that expand outwards. And that example is no better example than that, than the Alchemy Equipment AL222. Look at how clean as well this pack is. This looks very clean, very nice. But all of the pockets here have their own volume. They expand outward. So I can fill these pockets to my heart's content, and I don't have to worry about losing space in the main compartment because that's been unaffected. This is a 30 liter. This is a 30 liter. This looks about as big as the Errant. Look at that. Try to put these side by side here. It actually looks smaller, doesn't it? But somehow I can fit all the stuff I have in there plus shoes and an extra shirt into this guy. So yeah, good materials, good craftsmanship. It's just the design contradicts each other too much. Too many pockets and nowhere for those pockets to go. And as I've been buying more and more bags, my patience for that kind of design is lost now. I don't appreciate that anymore. I don't have tolerance for that anymore. If you're gonna put pockets in a bag, make sure there's space for that stuff to go once you actually pack it out. So unfortunately, I'm not gonna hold on to this bag. I didn't even touch on the shoe compartment. If you even wanted to try to use the shoe compartment here, you're gonna have to empty out everything else in the bag because this is just gonna take up everything. So I'm gonna try to show that to you here. See that? If you wanted to put shoes in there, very small shoes, maybe you can fit some 6s or 7s in there. I have size 12s. There ain't no way my shoes are gonna fit in there. Maybe my daughter's shoes can fit in there. But yeah, if you try to shove shoes in there, empty out everything else because you're gonna be out of room. I also got the cell phone pouch, which yet another last minute switcheroo from Boundary Supply. I ordered the X-PAC cell phone pouch, but I guess not enough people ordered them, so they said we're not going to do that anymore. We're going to downgrade you to the Hypalon bag to match the color of your Errant pack. And as you can probably tell, these don't match. One of these is not like the other. This is a black pouch, and this is a gray X-PAC bag. So this should have been a gray pouch. And also they were supposed to give me the difference back when they shipped it, and that did not happen. So I've just been kind of sitting back and watching this fall apart quietly. I've kind of been ignoring this whole process because I'm kind of soured at Boundary Supply now. I'm fairly positive that I'm never going to back one of their products again. I will buy it once it's out and widely available because I'll know exactly what I'm getting. When I bought the Prima system, there was no issues there. The campaign was done. The bag was completed. I ordered it. I had it in a week. It was a good bag, good experience. This, I've been here from the start of the Kickstarter campaign, and it is just every single update has soured me more and more and more toward Boundary Supply. I did not get the difference back for this. This is the wrong color, and now the onus is on me now to correct their problems, which is kind of the opposite of how this is supposed to go. I'm going to be returning this anyway. This just seems to be over-engineered for what it is. I have my simple Chrome Industries pouch, cell phone pouch that I've used forever. This is too much. I use this for music, so this is completely closed off. So if I put my cell phone in here and close this, all my sound is going to be muffled. And I honestly just don't like the look of this. I thought it would grow on me, but no. It's got a little thing here for keys and another little pouch here for something. I guess a credit card or a bus pass or something. But no, I'm going to stick with my Chrome Industries. I'm going to be returning this because A, it's the wrong color, and B, they didn't refund me the $20 they were supposed to when they downgraded me to that material. The bag itself has not been disappointing because I already knew what to expect. I'm disappointed that it didn't surprise me, but it's exactly what I paid for. It isn't for me. Those pockets with no space to go, my patience for that is done. I'm over that design of any bag that comes out forever. If they give me all those pockets and there's nowhere for that space to grow outwards, then I'm over it. So that's it. Hopefully you'll get your X-PAC in March because that's now been delayed because they shipped out bags to people not in the Kickstarter first. So the people who've been waiting since the beginning of the campaign are now screwed until March to get their backpacks, which they were supposed to come out in October. So, but that's it. That's all I got. I will be doing first impressions of the Toomey backpack you see back there. I went out and did do that. I'm still feeling the sting of that one because it was so damn expensive. But man, it's cool looking. Sorry if you were looking forward to this and this is not what you wanted to hear. But I try to keep it real here. I don't have any sponsors, so I can just give it to them without having to worry about losing any kind of whatever. However these people work where they just get bags from companies. You don't got to worry about that with me because I pay for all my stuff. Have a good one.